people on here complaining about dating in your 50s, and I saw one woman say, dating in your 50s, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Well, A, it's not going to be good with that attitude, and B, couldn't this be the best time to date? Like, couldn't this be the time that if you've done work to heal yourself, you are actually the best person? You're bringing your best self to a relationship? And if you've done that healing work, aren't you better able to spot those other people around, you know, the ones who can't take responsibility, who can't apologize, nothing's ever their fault, they'll always twist it and make it your fault. Can't you just kind of like be better at looking for No? Just me? That was it all.
The delusionality of these women over 50 never ceases to amaze me. Here she is talking about red flags and, oh, have you ever just had, seen so many red flags that you've seen all the red flags and now you can put them in your backyard? It's like, honey, you love red flags. As most women who are still single in their 50s, right? They love red flags. This is all they've chased their entire lives, are guys who are walking red flags. Right? They'll never admit it because women don't want to hear the truth, right? No, I just didn't meet the right guy. Just didn't meet him. Oh, what about those like 3,000 dudes in your friend zone that wanted you in your 20s? Oh, no, those guys are just my friends. They're just my friends. I don't want anything with them. They're like a little brother. But here they are. They're purposely going out there and finding these bad boys, which I always say, it really is at best 3% of the population. The other 97% are nice guys, right? Or good men. Guys who want to treat you well. Guys who want to marry you off, at least in your 20s. Guys who want to do what's best for you and not even themselves. Guys who are willing to give themselves for you. Guys who are willing to sacrifice for you. You don't want those guys. No, I want the 3% that don't come home. Don't call me back. Don't text me. Make me cry. Right? Stay at my place rent free. I want those guys. And so these chicks are now, in their 50s complaining about how, these red flags, well, that's what you like. That's what turns you on. That's what gets your pilot lit, as they say, right? That's what gets you wet down there. Red flags. Why? Because you're broken. As many of these chicks are broken, right? Because chicks who aren't broken, they don't look for guys who have red flags, fellas. They look for good guys that they can build a family with. They look for responsible guys, right? And it's happened to me. I mean, even when I was like younger and I wasn't doing well, but I was phenomenal at pickup. I was able to get, most of the girls I wanted, but then there were these like good women that were looking to get married and they were like, you're cool. I like talking to you. You're fun. You're charismatic and there's something about you, but something's telling me like I shouldn't do this, right? And they were right at that age. And guess what? They got married, right? They didn't date guys like me back in the day. They got married and they had kids because that's what good women do. Okay, that's what good women do. And now that I'm older, more responsible, I've got my crap together, I got a successful business, I'm doing well, I've got, phenomenal chick, and, she's somebody who probably would have turned me down in my 20s, right? But now it's like, oh, he's got his stuff together, he's super responsible, and, he's a good guy, and now she's like, yeah, I want this guy. But for these chicks in their 50s, I mean, there's always a reason why they're still out there in their 50s, right? And you guys know the reason why, right? Because they look for these guys who are red flags. The other chick who was talking in the second vid that I shared with you tonight, she was talking about how, what if, she was saying how she had a friend or something say that I wouldn't wish dating in your 50s on my worst enemy. And her friend was right. But then she has to retort and go, what if your 50s are your best time to date? What if it's when you know yourself the best? And statistically, you're wrong, right? Statistically, which women don't like. They don't like facts or statistics. Your 50s are the worst time to date, if not, your 60s and beyond. It just gets more and more hopeless. Okay? It just gets more and more hopeless, right? The longer you stay out there, the more hopeless it gets. These chicks don't want to hear that, because they want to hear that I could still find my forever man. I could still find him, that good-hearted, decent guy. You don't deserve that guy anymore, honey. You don't deserve him. After a lifetime of pissing on those type of guys, you definitely don't deserve that guy. After a lifetime of kicking those guys in the nuts and ignoring him for the Chad, you don't deserve that guy, right? You deserve to stay out there and deal with the guys that you're dealing with online, which are usually these guys wanting you to send them naked photos, or they're sending you dick pics, or, they're just basically treating you like a sexual object now, or not even that, but a sexual option for when they're horny and they just want to let loose, right? That's how these guys treat you. And you'll hear these guys, if you don't believe me, you'll hear these chicks complain about that on their social media, about the guys that are their age that don't treat them with respect. They don't value them. They don't, it's like they don't even treat them like a human being anymore. They just treat you like an object, right? There's just no compassion there anymore. It's like, what do you expect, right? If you want compassion, that's, the time to do that is when you're still in your 20s. That's when you could get a guy like that, not in your 50s. You should not expect a high-value guy beyond the age of 30, really, but to still be out there in your 50s is just insane, right? I mean, it's, you're literally on a sinking ship at that point, right? You're literally on a sinking ship. This is why I always tell these girls, you should probably stop listening to your female friends, your dumb aunties, the mainstream media, corporations, advertisements that are all essentially just blowing smoke up your ass and lying to you, being dishonest with you, telling you whatever you want to hear, except for the truth. Okay? These girls don't want to hear the truth. They want to be lied to. Because what happens when you tell a girl the truth? You get canceled, right? You'll get shamed. You'll get attacked. Why do you think so many of these chicks attack me? And it's ironic. It's so ironic too. You have to appreciate the lack of self-awareness. It's like you're essentially just proving my case by attacking me. It's like you're proving that you're damaged. You're proving that the reasons that I state in my videos why no man wants you, why you can't hang on to a man. You're proving all that. So why are these girls surprised at all when they can't settle, when they can't hang on to when they can't hang on to a guy like in their 50s? They can't find that forever man when you've just you've had a lifetime where you haven't been able to hang on to him, right? It makes no sense. I thought that was my girl like sneaking up on me. Hi honey. She knows I'm doing coaching videos today, but anyway, in any case, these girls, they don't want to hear the truth. You know which women don't mind hearing the truth? Good women. Right? Good women. Those are the ones that had good fathers, right? Because one thing a father will do is, a father won't lie to you. A father will be very honest with you, right? Unless he's, at least a strong father. I mean, we have a lot of simp fathers these days, right? They'll lie to their daughters. You're such a princess. You deserve the best, honey. But a good man, good strong father will tell his daughter the truth, and he'll be like, you can't act like that, sweetie. You're not going to be able to hang on to a man. He will leave. You start bragging about that career, those degrees, the guy will he'll just look at you as as an object. He's not going to appreciate or value that. And what guys appreciate and value? Youth and fertility. If I had my own daughter, if I had a daughter, I would be telling her the same thing. I'd be like, look, young lady, don't listen to all of this snake oil that you're hearing from legacy media out there, or late night talk show hosts, or, you know, your favorite advertisements. Don't listen to all this hoopla telling you that, you know, you're going to be 21 forever. You know, you could chase your career and you're always going to have like good men that you can choose from. No, because that's going to end the moment you turn 30. And I'm going to implore her that you cut it off before the age of 25. Because if you don't, you're going to be in sudden death overtime. Not a good place to be. And you're not going to have anything of value to trade with the high value guy that you want. Right? You're going to have nothing of value. Why do you think I don't date, you know, women my own age? Because there's no trade there. Right? I've worked my ass off to get to where I am right now. Right? I've busted my butt. I've sacrificed. I've taken, you know, crazy gambles, crazy risks. So I want a partner of equal value. No, not one with a PhD and a corporate job. No, I want that. I want her to be able to trade something of value to me. And what she has to trade of value is her youth and her fertility. That's what she has to trade of value. Right? She has that to trade of value. It's like my ex from 2006 when I was telling her, don't do this, right? Because she was already touching 27 when we were breaking up. And she already gave me a couple of years of her youth, but I was like, hey, you give me the rest of that, right? Which was like 3 years left till she hit 30. I was like, give me the rest of that. It'll be me and you from this point on. And I was serious. She didn't take the deal. Guess what? I became a self-made millionaire. Guess what happened to her? Became a single mom. She's got 2 kids from 2 different daddies who don't even see those kids. And that chick had to move all the way out to like some shit town, like way out, like by Discovery Bay. Nothing against Discovery Bay, but I can tell you that's not where that chick wanted to live. She wanted to stay in the Bay Area, like close to the city, like San Francisco or like Los Angeles, like I do, like I'm able to, right? A lot of my friends, most of people I grew up with, had to move out of San Francisco. They couldn't even afford to stay. I'm like the last like kid from my, you know, my, like out of all my classmates that was able to stay in the city. And all of them had to move, right? Because they couldn't afford it. And she was one of them. She didn't have to, you know, she could have stayed in the city if she wanted because she was a really beautiful girl. Right now she's like totally jacked up her face now with like the Botox and like she has duck lips too now. I can't even believe she did that. It was like duck lips and the collagen. She just looks like a freak these days. Like, I'm not even being mean. She looks like the Terminator. Cyberdyne Systems Model 101. Right? But she does. She looks like the Terminator, man. And, you know, you blew it. Right? You blew it. I mean, even if I saw her today, I mean, I wouldn't like go after her, bash her or anything like that. It's just, I just feel sorry for the girl now. I'm like, you had an opportunity, you blew it. But my girl now, she knows the past. I mean, she knows, she watches all my vids, so she's aware. And she doesn't mind hearing the truth. Why? Because she had a strong father. Her father's like a really strong, kind of intimidating guy. And he laid down the law with her. He told her the truth. Like, hey, you stay out there, you know, you mess around with these F-boys or these losers, you'll regret it. So when I came along, he was like, okay, this guy's a little bit older, but he treats you well. He's got his crap together. He seems like a good man, and I'm okay with this. Right? But she probably wouldn't want to date me in my 20s. It's one of those bad boys. But I cleaned up my act, you know. So with these chicks, you know, they have their opportunity when they still have their youth and their fertility, and they blow it. They trade it to ride on the carousel, don't they? And I always tell these chicks, the more of these guys you sleep with, the more of these guys you let between your legs, the less value you have, right? The lower your value goes. These chicks don't want to hear that. Oh, men can have a high body count. How come we don't get met? It's because, I can't believe we're still doing this argument. It's like the pay gap, right? It just drives me nuts. It's like, because, girl, for you, sex is as easy as walking and chewing gum. For men, sex is very, very difficult. Okay, we can't get sex just like that. It's very, 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 very difficult. So there's a reason why women are shamed when they go out there all loosey-goosey and sleep with any man they want, because it shows that they have a lack of restraint. They have no dignity, really, right? They're impulsive. As always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Share any ideas, anything I might have missed in the comment section below. I always love to see you guys in my comments. I always love to read them, so please feel free to drop those comments below. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Also, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. It tells YouTube that you are loving my videos, you're digging it. You want me to come out here to Vegas even more and shoot more coaching videos for you that can help you, educate you, and take you to the next level in life. Take you into a whole new dimension that the mainstream parents, teachers, society never, ever taught you about, never even told you about, because they themselves weren't aware of it, right? So please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students are out there cold approaching and closing every single week. I kid you not, every single week, no matter what chaos is going on in the world, no matter what nonsense is going on out there, we are still making things happen. That is the absolute best way to support my work, by jumping into 7 Months of Mastery. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. It's only $1. And all you need to do to get signed up is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.